Kurt here with Airsoft Taiwan. Today we're going to introduce an interesting new product from Modify called the PP-2K. Now the PP-2K is a version of the Russian P-2000 9mm submachine gun. And we're going to take a look down here and see what's in the box as we open it up. So the Modify PP-2K comes in this nice plastic carrying box, nice and padded inside. And when you open it up, you'll see it comes with a very well-built gun. This version comes with the CO2 magazine, the stock, and a few other things are in here. So we've got the manual from Modify. We've got a couple patches and a little flag here that comes with it, and the Allen wrench for your hop-up. Now we're just going to take a look also today on the optional 56 round extended magazine. And this one you have to buy separately. It's available in green gas or CO2. Today we're going to test the green gas version. And for the short 22 round magazine, we're going to test the CO2 version. But you can order it in either green gas or CO2. I think there's a slight price difference, maybe $10 for the CO2 version. And we're just going to see how differently it performs. Okay, straight out of the box, we're going to look at this and see it's pretty much an exact replica of the Russian P-2000. And this gun has a lot of interesting features and is very well built. Now, some guns you would say they have a plastic bottom, but this is a very good quality composite bottom to it. Now, there is also a lot of metal parts in here. So we're just going to take a look quickly. It has a machined metal trigger, a metal fire selector. All your different locks in the back and your sling connection are metal, and your sights are all metal as well. And everything else is aluminum. So we're going to take a look at the back here. So this is your buttstock or your stock, and this is a folding one. It is completely metal. You can see here it has a quick detach. So you just put it in, and it's a folding stock. Second, you have to pull it up to fold it like that, and it folds in nicely there, and then you can bring it around and it'll lock back into place. Now this is easily removed. Now, like the real gun, this one also has the extended magazine that in the same way locks in there, and you can use that as a stock as well. So sorry, I used it the wrong way. You put it in here, it locks in tightly, and then you can use that as a stock or however you want as well, and then if your magazine runs out, you can quickly change up from here. Okay, just looking at this gun, we're going to look at a few little features. So you can see here you have an open charge handle. You can see that it moves, and when you fire, that will move with every shot open air. It's also an ambidextrous charge handle, can be switched to either side and tucked back. So left or right hand can be used. We have a small flash hider on the end here. Your rear sight is actually very far up here and to your front sight. So when you aim, it's kind of, you can just see slightly through there. You line the rear sight with the front sight, where this would be really good with a small, red dot sight or anything on the top. I think would be a lot more handy. Now, your Picatinny rail up here, you can probably put just about any type of accessory on up there. Also, you can buy a flashlight that mounts underneath here from there, and they also are selling a suppressor or silencer that will go on the end. Okay, another feature I'd like to show you on this modified PP-2K submachine gun is the hop-up feature. Now it uses Modify's Predator hop-up system and has a 150mm barrel. Now it includes this small Allen key which fits through the hole in the bottom here and right up into here, and will fit in the slot, and then you can easily adjust the hop-up from here. It's very easy to do. So according to the website, this gun weighs about 1.3 kilos. Now if you look at your fire selector here, you have your safety, you have your full auto, and then you have your single shot or select shot. Now we're going to try this out with our different magazines and test it. According to the website, it says with green gas we can get about 260 to 310 FPS, and with CO2 about 345 to 350. Now, we all know that CO2 is much more stable. That's why the number is only about 5 difference on there, and we're going to see the difference today. We're also going to try the 56 round magazine on green gas and to see if we can empty a whole mag on one fill. So what we'll do now is we're going to move over to the chronograph and we're going to test the rate of fire and the feet per second with both the green gas, and then we're going to use the CO2 mag. Okay, now I've got the CO2 magazine loaded with 22 bullets, and I've got the green gas long magazine loaded with over 50 rounds. Now we're going to put the green gas in, and we're going to first see if we can do a whole magazine and test the feet per second on it. It's loaded. Okay. Okay, as you can see, the first few rounds we're getting about 330 feet per second, which is actually better than the 260 to 310 that they stated on their website. All right, I'm just going to keep firing and see if we can go through the whole magazine. Seems to be getting a little weaker. Okay, so it's locked back here, and we've gone through the whole magazine. Now you can see towards the end our feet per second had gone down quite a bit, as the magazine is fairly cold from all the green gas, but we did make it through the whole 50 plus rounds, which is a good sign. Okay, now we're going to change up to the CO2 magazine. We're going to do one just to test the FPS, and then we're going to change it over to fully auto and see what the rate of fire is. And we're going to go through this magazine. You can feel with CO2 much stronger from the start. We're over 400 feet per second. Okay, we've emptied the magazine, and still towards the end, we're at around 333. So it's gone down a bit towards the last shot. Okay, now we've a new tube of CO2 in here and 22 rounds, and we're going to test the RPM on full idle here, so see how many rounds we can get per minute. First of all, we're going to take the selector, move it up to full auto, and we should be ready to go. Charge handle back. Okay, it's locked open there. You can see that the magazine is empty. It shot the whole thing, so we're getting right around the 952 rounds per minute. So you can see here from our rounds per minute that we're around 952 at around 300 feet per second. Now we're going to move over to the second page and look at some of the data. So our average was around 961 rounds per minute, and our average speed was right around that 300 feet per second. So it says it's just over 16.4 rounds per second, which is quite good for a GBB. Okay, so as you can see from our tests, this SMG from Modify, the PP-2K, is a very excellent little submachine gun, and it works really well. Now, it also comes with a lot of features, or is available in a lot of different features. Like I said, you can look on the website. There's a flashlight that mounts on the bottom. There's a suppressor that can mount on the front. It's also going to be available in special order in white and pink. You can get the short 22 round magazine in either green gas or CO2, and you can get the long 56 magazine in green gas or CO2. So if you want something that is like the original Russian PP-2000 to use in your airsoft play, it is available now on our Airsoft Taiwan online shop.